This Saturday versus Newport County is absolutely huge. I would argue it's our biggest game of the season so far, really, let's be honest. So let's talk about my starting 11. Let's talk about this 6-pointer, and let's hope we can come away with 3 massive points. Starting in goal then, I mean, the news came out yesterday that Southwood has been made available this January transfer window, which I really don't think is a good decision, but again, it looks like he hasn't impressed Steve Evans, and I think he's put his foot down. He's brought Brad Young in for the last 2 games against Salford and MK. He did an interview with Bristol Live, and he said that Brad Young is going to get some competition through the door soon. Didn't say Southwood is, so it looks like Southwood is off. So it's going to be Brad Young in goal for Saturday. I'll quickly talk about the formation as well, because I'm actually going to go for a 4-1-2-3. I don't think we should set up to be scared about Newport. We have done against Salford. We have done against MK. Yes, okay, the performance against MK was much, much better. But I don't want to see a back 3 versus Newport County. I want to see free flow and attacking football. I want to see us win a game comfortably. And I want to see as many attacking players on the pitch as possible. We started 6 defenders versus MK Dons. Yes, the performance was better, as I've said, but I don't want to see that against Newport. I want to go at them. I want to go at them. Starting off with the back 4 then, I would go Joel Senior at right back. I mean, that's if he can play, if he's not concussed by Patterson's flying elbow. I would go Senior at right back. I'd then put a centre-back pairing of Kofi Balmer and Riley Harbottle. I am assuming that Alfie Kilgore is out for this. Evans is always tentative with Lockyer as well. I can imagine that is going to be the centre-back pairing. I was tempted to bring Mola back into the centre-back position, but as you'll see in a minute, I haven't. And then at left-back, it's Jack Sparks. Talking of Clinton Mola then, he was absolutely mustard versus MK. Arguably the man of the match. Probably was the man of the match. I don't really think there's any need to change it. So I'm sticking him in that lone holding midfield role. Look, I don't think Kane Thompson-Summers touches grass in this game with Mola's performance as it was. I would stick Clinton Mola in there. He was aggressive, good in the air, looked to play forward quite a lot, played it simple. I thought he did really well, really well. So he would start in that 6 CDM role for me. Above him then, I would go for a midfield pairing of Hutchinson, because he has to play in this game. If we want creativity, you've brought him back for a reason. All the quotes, all the interviews that Evans has done about him, you have to play him against Newport. If you want creativity, you play Hutchinson. He didn't get any minutes against MK the other night, which is very strange. Are we keeping him fresh? He starts for me alongside Ryan de Havilland. I thought he controlled that midfield beautifully well against MK. Really good from a set piece, really strong delivery from a corner. He starts. So my midfield would be Mola and then Hutchinson and Havilland in front of him. Off the right then, no surprise here, I'm going Shaq Ford. I think he's been brilliant. Other than that Bromley game where he got sent off, I think he's been brilliant under Evans. He's locked down that right wing position in my opinion. On the left then, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, but I'm going for Yusufa Kamrich. I thought that he did really, really well coming off the bench against MK. He looked lively, geeing up the fans as well. Yes, I know he's primarily a right winger, but I would be playing him off the left and just let him go at them. Let him go at them, run at them, cause havoc. He's an exciting talent, so let's see it. And then up top, I'm going Fabrizio Caven. Now, I know I've called for Ellis Harrison to start games, and I wouldn't be upset if he did. I actually think he will. But we're so reliant on Kofi Balmer's long throws, and it's just, I don't want to see long throw, route one, direct football all the time. I want to see proper football. Keep it on the floor, play it, create chances. And I think that the combination of de Havilland, Hutchinson, a Kamrich, Caven and Ford, that could be a really exciting front line, you know. Let them play football, keep it on the floor. I don't want to see hoofball, but I think in the second half, if you have the options of Harrison, Rykes, maybe even Morton, well, that's 3 strikers, one of them will miss out probably. They can hold that ball up, and maybe that's an option more in the second half if we aren't able to break them down with, you know, I don't want to say tick-a-tack of football, but you get what I'm trying to say. And as Neil says on the Talking Gas, there's a difference between direct football and just hoofing it forwards. And it hasn't worked massively so far. I want to see on the floor football. I want to see performances like Bromley in that first half. The second half against Shrewsbury, get it on the floor, keep it fast paced, keep it tidy, create chances, 1-2s. That's what I want to see anyway. So there we go, team. That is my starting 11. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree, disagree? Who would you start as well? And remember, it's a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. It's going to be a big one. We have to win this game. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, Adigas.